This is River again. Well, let me get straight to the point of this live video and just tell you guys that, well, all I can say is that this live video is this episode will be about this live video show episode will be about this obviously be the begin this will obviously be the start of the RC show. Obviously, the RC show. Yeah. Well, anyway, let me get straight to the point about what this new season of this year, season one will be this year, 2026. Each year, like season one will be this year, 2026. Next season, season two will be on 2006. I mean, that's already here, 2006. Never mind. Season one is 2006. Season two is 2027. And season three is 2028. You get the point. But anyway, now that's all the way. This is episode one of season one, episode one, obviously. So let me get straight to the point. So anyway, all I can say is that I'm gonna tell you guys. This is River Carroll. You obviously already guys know about some of you guys already know about me or about now, and you guys haven't. Well, this guy I guess is your first time. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you guys about my life story. And what I can tell, there's not much viewers yet, but I'll still keep talking anyway. So anyway, before I talk to you guys about my life story, I'm gonna show you guys some things. This right here is my movie collection so far. Well, look at that, got one like. We're on a roll, okay? Well, like I was saying, this is my movie collection, as you guys can tell. And yeah. So now that's all the way. Let's just get straight to the live video about tell you guys about my life story. So looks like somebody said hi. Sorry to say his guy's name, but I'll just say well for short. But it's good that he said hi to me. Well, hi, I guess. All right, so I'll tell you guys about my life story. So all I can say, how cool. Chase Brainy said hi. How cool. And all right, well, let me get straight to the point. So all I can say about my life story is that, well, what all you guys need to know is that I have autism. Yep, I have autism. I suffer every day for it. It sometimes hurts deep down. Okay? Now everybody likes to hear about that kind of stuff, but I have to tell you guys anyway. So, all I can tell you guys is that having autism is not easy. And all I can say is that I had autism ever since I was like 2 years old. And let's see, well, I'll get straight to the point. My life story is that I'm River Carroll. I live in California. Yeah, California, the place where it all sucks, and everybody in California is a bunch of idiots and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys about any politics later. This is not going to be the live video about politics, but politics will have to come later. But right now, this live video will be about my life story, not about politics. But politics have to come later. But that's all the way. Let's get back to my life story. My life story is that when I was little, I lived out in the countryside, and it was all great. I was only able to live there for like 4 or 5 years, and all I can say is that, well, this guy said, Jesus loves you. From Sam 7C20. Well, I hear that a lot, buddy. I especially hear that from my family a lot. And this guy said hi, but, well, thank you for the help. Don't know how that's going to help anything, but thank you for trying your best to help me out, buddy. So, anyway, got some hearts. That's cool. Can you do SASML for a video I'm making? Okay, so this girl, you are FA gender 21. She's asking me if I can do a ASMR for a video I'm making. Oh gosh, you really want me to do one of those pornos? It ain't happening. I'm not that kind of guy. I ain't doing that garbage. I get that some people like it. Some people have urges and have weird stuff going on, but no, I ain't doing that I ain't doing that stuff. If that's your guys' stuff, that's cool, but yeah. Oh, great. Just my parents, just ignore them. Okay, let's see what this guy said. It's quite funny. Jesus loves everyone, yet he's gonna shove it on everyone. Yet these guys have it to be Sherlock, huh? Okay. All right. Okay. It means tipping and whispering. Okay. Your gender 21 said WTR. WTR. Huh. Okay. Let me get back to my life story. So, my life story is that ever since I moved out of the countryside, ever since I was like 5 years old, I now live in Red Bluff, and that's about it. I live in Red Bluff, California. That's all I can say. And all I can say is that, I hate the pastors who talk about religion, by the way. Okay, this guy said 3671. Okay, an atheist. Okay, I'm not sure if he is. Hold on. I hate the pastors who talk about religion, by the way. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, gosh. Hold on for a second. Just. Hold on, guys. Just hold on for a second. It's dark in here. Hold on for a second. Just hold on. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. No, I ain't gonna do. Hold on for a second. Oh gosh, this is a big mistake. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on for a second. All right, now it's quiet in my house. I can now go back to what I'm talking about. All right, let's get straight to the point. Yes, about my life story. Yes. Well, what you guys need to know about my life story is that I've been going for a lot my whole life. Continue my story. Yes, I will. Anyway, my life story is that living in Replev is not easy. Sometimes I deal with good people, sometimes I deal with bad people. And all I can say is that I even all I can tell you about my story is that, well, I live in California with the rest of my mom's side of the family, and all I can say is that I used to go to plenty of schools. I used to go to elementary school of Bidwell, and my middle school I used to go was, I don't remember what it was called, but let's just skip that. And the high school I go to was called Repa High School, obviously, and all I can say is that, well, I had crushes back in the day, especially in high school, but they never worked out. Eh, that's all I can say. I wish one of them was my special somebody, but too bad that never happened. So, all I can say about myself is that I'm a kind of guy that's into pop culture, and all I can say is that I'm a kind of guy that's into animated movies, especially my favorite animated studio is called Pixar. So you just graduated from high school. Yes, I graduated from high school. Uh, yes, 3671. Yes, I graduated from high school. I graduated a couple years ago in 2024. 2024 was the year I graduated high school. But anyway, let me get back to my story. So, the thing about my story is that uh, Pixar is the goat. I sense a man of culture. Thank you for the compliment. Oh gosh, my parents, they make stupid noises. Never getting peace around here. So anyway, back to my story is that what I can tell you guys about myself is that back in 2017, I went on vacation. It's okay, man. Take your time. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Free 671. But anyway, back to what I was saying. In 2017, yep, in 2017, I was on vacation in Texas, and all I can say is that in Texas is where I met most of my dad's side of the family, and all I can say is that I love all my family. Why wouldn't I? Everybody does. So, anyway, well, all I can say is that I'll tell you about my first times things happen. My first video game console I got was the Nintendo Switch. That was the first video game console I got. And all I can say is that here's what I can tell you guys about myself. All I can say is that I'm just a guy that's a really smart guy. I'm a guy that's into pop culture. I'm a guy that's into serious history stuff. Uh, I'm a guy that's into serious things, and I'm a kind of guy that's into things that I'll talk about later, especially religion, politics. But anyway, all I can say is that well, let me show you some things around. All I can say is that look what I have, a record. One of the best. Okay, have you checked the channel's specified history? No, I haven't, Sam. 7C20. But let me get back to what I'm saying. So anyway, this is my record. I listened to one of the best classic songs on this record right here. And all I can say is I'll show you guys all my records. I have Bob Slicer, Greatest Hits. I have Back to the Future. I have Bon Jovi. I have the Beatles. I have Blake Shelton and the rest, blah, blah. Let me show you some cartoon ones. I have Pixar Cars, the record as well. And he makes W anime content, serious history and stuff, because said you were into it. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that, buddy. Well, anyway, I also have a record of Shrek. That's the record I have. Is damn good stuff you got there, dude. Well, thank you, Preacher 3671. Wow, awesome collections, dude. Thank you. But anyway, the thing about the Shrek is that it's the 25th anniversary of Shrek. Well, hold on, guys. Hold on for a second. Looks like it's this. Well, looks like this is a long life video. So, all right, let me make this quick. All right, so all I can say is that what you guys need to know about me is that I'm also into SML. That's right, I'm into SML, which they used to be called Super Mario Logan. So anyway, it's a really popular channel. Go look it up. Subscribe to SML, which the channel is almost at. Where Logan's channel is almost at 10 million subscribers. So go check him out. So anyway, back to where I'm saying. So anyway, all I can say is that I got some SML ideas. Mine is called let's see. Junior goes back in time. That's one SML idea. And the second SML idea is Marvin's parents. And three, I can only come up with two ideas of SML so far. So anyway, I'll just end this live video right now. So anyway, all I can say to you guys is that make sure you guys leave a like. Oh gosh, it's my parents. They're so annoying. Okay, so this guy has never heard of SML. My parents. They're so annoying. So anyway, back to what I'm saying. SML is a channel that makes puppet videos. It also includes plush videos as well. Okay, so like I was saying, so yeah, make sure you guys leave a like, and okay, I'm gonna end this live video right now. So make sure guys leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. So yeah.